Ooh, might make your head blow off.
Hey yo, it's a talk show host, Kana Lassiter. Join me for an episode of Relations, the most lit hour of adult conversation.
Hold up, you know you can't forget about me. It's 51 Spade, Alpha Male God, one half of Relations. You wanna hear the truth? Can you handle the truth? It's where it's at, baby. It's where it's at, baby.
What's good? Welcome to an all-new episode of Relations. My name is Kana Lassiter.
Say it with me now. Alpha Male God, 51 Spade, a.k.a. the ninja you love to hate. I'm in the building.
Y'all know how we do it. We have two topics in 1 hour. So we're going to tackle the first topic tonight is going to be, is the disrespect of women normalized? And the second topic of the night is going to be, is the black man emotionally or taking responsibility for the black woman emotionally? Like, is he taking care of her emotionally? That's going to be a topic I think is going to really give us most of the gusto tonight. So let's talk about the first topic. Is the disrespect of women normalized? I'll say yes. I think that was an easy one for me. That's why I was like, let's just get that conversation out of the way because that's definitely true. I think it is normalized. Now, who's to blame, I think is where the topic would build on, because I definitely think that there's a lot of disrespect out there towards women, but I also think it's our own fault for several reasons. Maybe what we perpetrate, the images that we put forward, no one's asking you out on a date to go to cooking classes. If you know what I'm saying? Likely not every woman, but if you are falling into the norm, what we see now is women really selling themselves on social. And what I mean by selling themselves on social is they're giving you a little something to look at. And so how are we supposed to, or how are men supposed to approach these women? I'm not a man, so I don't know. But I'm not asking somebody that's really showing me tits and ass out on a date at a cooking class. I want to Netflix and chill because of what you're showing me. You understand what I'm saying? So I really think that, and I know disrespect goes way more than just trying to hit on the first night and all those little simple things on the surface.
Well, that's what I was about to ask you. I was like, clarify disrespect. Cause you said like disrespect has been going on. So what can you say? Is disrespectful that you're saying that's out here now? Oh,
for sure. Calling a woman a bitch is like...
But y'all call each other bitches.
That's why I said when we build on who's to blame, then that will come into the conversation. Absolutely. I mean,
I don't want to say who's to blame. I'm just saying like...
Entertainment is to blame. We can go entertainment from movies, comedians... anybody, entertainment-wise, personal-wise, there's no line. Bitch is a bitch. You can just say it loosely. It starts there. And I know things like that are really light. That's still scratching the surface, but I still think that's how things are born. You let things slide, and then all of a sudden, now it's like, okay, no, you can't say that, but you can say this, and you can say that in this situation. Why not that situation? So I think once you allow it, once you plant the seed that it's okay to call a woman a bitch, no matter what context, you can't take it back now. Because now all of us are saying it. Women and women, men and women, in entertainment, at home, whatever it is. Men and women get along, and it's like, what? Bitch, shut up.
So only disrespect you see is just name calling?
That's one. Name calling, how you might approach a woman. I think it's really, that's why I see a lot of the disrespect. Like, damn, that's disrespectful. How could he even approach her like that? I see that just perpetrated in the imagery, especially in entertainment. How they see women, how they talk about women. It's just all like this disrespect. It all is just, is it fun? Yeah. Is it hip? Yeah. Is it something that we've all been a part of? Is it a part of the culture? I think that's the word I'm looking for. Absolutely. But it is the root of disrespect. We can't say it's not cool here, but it's cool to do it over here. If we didn't want it, then we just didn't want it. If we're just talking about the word bitch and being scantily clad or selling sex, all that was born, I think, just out of that
that's
into our culture.
But that's why I wanted you to clarify. You said there's a lot of disrespect going on.
Yeah.
But I only heard you really say two things, like the way a man approach a woman, and besides her being called a bitch. So
what he thinks of her, not marrying her, having babies with her out of wedlock. You want me to keep going? I mean, the longer you let me sit and stew with it. I don't
know if that's disrespect, though.
I think it is.
How?
To me. I think if you value your person, I understand slip-ups, but I still think that you should be dating if you're having babies and you're looking at this woman that's giving birth to your kids. I'm trying to figure out how you are making her the mother of your child but not giving her your last name. I think that's a form of disrespect. I think if you want to have a baby with me, if we're talking and we've been boyfriend and girlfriend for 5 years and you've been talking about having a baby with me before you ever talked about putting a ring on my finger, that's disrespectful. How can you have a conversation? I want you to have my baby. Let's make a baby tonight. No one said anything. What about the engagement conversation?
Who are you fucking with?
I'm just saying. I've only met one guy in my life that approached me on some, I want to be married one day. That's cool. One. I
still don't see the disrespect though. That's all.
It just levels on what you think is disrespect. So what I look at as disrespectful, you might not look at as disrespectful. I think it is a level of disrespect to have a courtship with a person for a long time and you're talking about everything else except for commitment. Well, how do you really see the person then? You want me to have your baby, but you don't want me to be your wife. You want to move in, you want to go on the lease or go half on the mortgage, but you don't want me to be your wife. Then what are you saying about me? Yeah, I look at that as disrespectful. And that's just one of many things that if I sit here and think about, like, it's a lot of shit that's disrespectful that men do and they don't see it as disrespectful. And that might be the issue.
Well, question. I'm not necessarily, the reason why I'm saying I don't see that example as disrespect is because realistically at the end of the day, you are 100% right. It's how someone would view it, but that's not a man disrespecting a woman versus how you're saying you can call someone out of their name. Like being disrespectful, calling someone a bitch or a pussy or something like that, that's disrespectful. I can understand looking at a woman and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That look like a throat goat over there. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
But I don't see, hey, I got such and such pregnant. So that. Now, you could be disrespecting yourself, but that ain't got nothing to do with the man. So to me,
she's disrespecting herself too. I'll agree.
No, that's where it starts. Because there wouldn't be no disrespect to go her way if it doesn't start at you. So you can actually control that. That really ain't got nothing to do with someone disrespecting you, this and that. Like to me, that's self-respect. So to me,
absolutely.
So to me, if you feel disrespected, we can at least start with the root of that versus some of those other things that you said versus like how you were saying the way that a woman is talked to or approached when someone is asking them out or hey, let me get your number. Oh no, I don't want your number. Well, go on, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I've got a lot of that.
You know what I'm saying? That's a level of disrespect. Yeah. But that other one, I was just like, I can't rock with that level right there.
I'll go with it being self-respect, but I was saying that the rabbit hole goes deep for me because I know that we only have 30 minutes on the topic, so I know a lot of it is going to be really surface for a moment. I was just thinking, how can I go deeper since you asked me what kind of things do you look at as disrespectful? I was just going down the rabbit hole of things that I feel like have actually passed down from generation to generation, and we are not getting married as a people. I think the numbers have improved now, you guys. I didn't do the research on it, but I've gone to more baby showers in my culture than I have weddings.
Got a question?
Actually, Kana was on it. She was asking to go deeper in about the marriage.
Yeah.
So people choosing not to get married and that'll date women and not.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that, but I don't view that as a form of disrespect is what I'm saying. Like that's from a standpoint of that person or how they feel. Now to me, that if you want to go that route, we're going to go down the route of accountability. Now, to be respected, like I think I'm not sure about the people that's actually watching and stuff like that, but growing up, when you hear about the sanctity of marriage and things like that, holding your virginity and things like that, there's a lot of people I'm quite sure watching. Can y'all have white weddings? let's see a show of hands of how many people can have white weddings. Because if you want to talk about respect, then let's go there. If we really want to go there, half of y'all can't wear white dresses because y'all ain't virgins. Half of y'all gotta wear beige, off-white, all kind of shit. So we want to talk about shit that's like respectful. Then no, I'm not, because he said, well, we want to go down the road of marriage. Well, to go down the road of marriage, it has to be self-respect. And I will go a level a little bit deeper. So believe it or not, a lot of times with men, the reason men got married was for pussy. You know what I'm saying? It was not for.
What are you talking about?
Men got married for pussy. Like this is where y'all free thinking have got y'all really fucked up. Pussy wasn't at an abundance the way it is now, the way it was back then. That's why a lot of men just like to get some pussy. They actually literally had to get married to have some regular schmegler on just going there. You understand what I'm saying? So you got married and did that. What has happened now is so much hoes out here. Pussy is just pussy is a free fall right now. So who in the hell trying to marry a woman when you can just go get it here and go get it there and go get it? So when I start hearing words like disrespect and things like that, one of the very first things I ask, that's why I ask you that, is like, you know, what do you view is disrespect? And you started saying some things. Now, I will say this. A lot of times, a lot of men do try to be respectful. I'm not talking about now, but I'm talking about early stages. A lot of men had tried to be respectful to women. That whole thing about gentlemen and being chivalrous and stuff like that, laying down laying down your coat, opening up car doors, doing all that type of things. That was a good thing. But women killed that shit. Yeah. Because really at the end of the day, y'all start doing shit like, that seemed a little soft to me, or that ain't really rugged enough to me. You know what I'm saying? Men started losing their men to the motherfucker with a leather jacket and smoking cigarettes and motherfucker looking like a motherfucker on Grease and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for those who seen Grease, that's why Danny was playing both sides. He trying to play some tough guy that people wanted to see, because his softer side, which Sandy was talking about, ain't nobody want to hear that shit. And that has taken place today. Yeah. A lot of women say they don't want soft guys. So guess what y'all gave birth to? Y'all gave birth to a whole bunch of assholes. Who's raising these men now? Well, 80% of women they're in the house by themselves raising men. Yeah. So y'all raising the very thing that y'all don't like. Yeah. So really at the end of the day, and I can speak for a man, is a man, you also create us to be assholes. Because when I see a guy, and also I've been the side guy, but is a guy, I'm going to just say that when I'm doing everything for a woman and I'm being nice and I'm giving it my all and this and that woman shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have this thing with y'all that's like y'all get bored, or you just can't keep your interest, or it's just like, no, like, girl, he just don't rev my engine. But a motherfucker can disrespect you, call you out your name, you know what I'm saying? Oh, because he pull up in the Jag and come out and, you know what I'm saying, disrespecting another man and other people. These are the type of men y'all go for. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a conversation with my woman one day, and we looking at I think Super Pumped, and she like, damn, why is that guy an asshole? And I'm like, name me a powerful man that ain't an asshole. He has access to everything. Cars, jets, money, women. Like, he ain't gonna be nice. But that's the type of men y'all go for. You sit there talking about he is an asshole. You yourself has been on this show. Oh, this guy that I met, he was kicking my ass. Well, damn, he was kicking your ass. So what was keeping you there? Well, when I met him, he was like nobody else. I bet. Because he had a car, because he had good credit, because he was like no one you ever met, he was the perfect candidate, kicking your ass. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm just giving an example that this is what men see. So why I'm going to treat you like gold and the motherfucker treating you like shit, getting all the amenities, all the pussy, all the deep throat, all that good shit. Welcome to Asshole Row. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, them shits don't go together. You cannot ask a man to be gentleman-like when y'all are choosing that. You want me to go
Real shit. No, you got it.
Oh, okay.
You got it. You got it. You got it. I mean, I'm agreeing with you the entire time you're going on. It's real. I have been around super nice guys and it makes me just feel uncomfortable.
Why?
But that goes to show you that it's just deeply rooted, which is why I wanted to go down the rabbit hole. It's just deeply rooted. You get this guy that's just like, you know, not trying to have sex with you.
But you say
wants to open your car's door. I get it. I'm just saying that's not how my dad was. See my dad open up car doors for my mom. That's what I'm saying. That's how that goes.
Do you see your dad as an asshole?
As my dad, no. As a man to be with, yes.
Okay. I'll give you that. I can give you that. But see, this the problem a lot of times. So I'm gonna say for me and me raising kids, I wanted to be better than my dad. Like, my dad, I thought was a horrible dad. So I wanted to be better. With women, I don't think women see that a lot of times out of their moms. But I think women see their grandmas and their mamas be disrespected, and then don't come up with a way to kind of fix some of this shit. So you might have been a daddy's girl, so that's why I asked you, did you see your dad as an asshole? So you did admit to saying, I didn't think he was an asshole, but to date you wouldn't put him on the market with anybody. So at least you was truthful with that.
Then. Yeah.
And then the other thing, like, we're gonna go to the other part what you were saying is about dressing. When I say this all the time, especially in this world now with social media and shit like that. Like, you scroll through social media, that shit ain't nothing but scantily clad women and shit like that.
Yeah.
But y'all be knowing some of these females. Yeah. Y'all be knowing a lot of these females. And the thing that tripped me out the most, and I saw this too. I was watching this podcast, and the guy was like, he was interviewing a DJ. And he was like, do you play Kendrick Lamar in your club? He was like, nah. He was like, you play J. Cole? Like, that shit don't get no spin. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but the disrespectful shit gets spins. But guess who requests that disrespectful shit? Singing along all with them and shit like that. The women. The women control this shit. Y'all know every word of a motherfucker calling y'all a bitch from A to Z, can sing that shit, come up with dances and snap and hop on TikTok and everything else. I mean, the most disrespectful shit ever. Men ain't on there doing that shit. It's women. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. Like, this is the part that has to be corrected. You need to check some of these females out here, because I get tired of hearing women always talking about men ain't shit and men do this and men don't do that. Men, really, at the end of the day, it's women who got men acting like this. Like, if that shit wouldn't sell, no man would make those type of records. Now, I understand shock value. Something like shock value was, to me, 2 Live Crew. We want some pussy. When I first heard we want some pussy, I was like, whoa.
So let me ask you a question. What was your true opinion about WAP? Because it's relevant to this conversation.
I hated it. I hated that song. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not no rant against rappers and shit like that. But I'm just gonna say this: the same type of flack that a rapper get, like, you like hip hop, I'm quite sure most of the audience like hip hop. The flack that a lot of rappers get a lot of times is like, well, goddamn, how many times you gonna kill a nigga? How many times you gonna get cars? How many times you gonna get money? How many times you gonna do those type of things? Well, I feel that exact same way about female rappers. How many times you gonna sell your pussy? How many times, like, how many ways is it to sell your pussy? You know what I'm saying? For a Birkin bag, for a car, deep throat for a can, for do something strange for a little bit of change. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many ways is it to do? How many hot girl summer? Like, goddamn. Like, when you play a female, typically, when you play a female album, and that's why most men don't listen to it. Mm-hmm. How many times can you hear about fucking a man for money, taking him for what he got, selling your pussy for this and that? Like, that's why I don't even listen to female rappers.
Yeah, it's deep. And that's why I asked you that question, because at the time, I don't think we really tackled it on the show, but it hit social media And that was the question of what, does it go in the women's empowerment conversation?
And women were like, yeah.
Love Cardi B. I'm a huge fan. That's not my favorite song. I didn't like WAP because that wasn't about me. But
so you don't have WAP?
I did not say that.
Oh, you said it wasn't about you. Okay, good.
But I'm talking about the lyrics. You understand the things that they were saying, wasn't it?
I don't know.
We're not talking about whether I got WAP or not. I'm just saying it wasn't a representation of how I feel. I don't want to be known as somebody with WAP.
Okay, but
to the world.
So my question. But you a Cardi B fan.
Huge.
Okay, and this is my problem with those type of things. These are the type of things that she put out. Regardless of where you go as far as songs, some pussy selling is going to be in them lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It's just inevitable. She has nothing to do but sex appeal. Because
that's not true. She makes other songs about other stuff.
Okay.
Like love, getting her heart broken, getting money. It's not all about
getting that money. It's about selling that WAP.
No, it's not.
Oh, yes, it is. You just gotta listen. See, that's the thing with women. Like, y'all are real subjective when it come to shit. When it come to like people that y'all like and shit like that. Like, you'll sit there and try to tell me some shit like, well, Kim Kardashian didn't build her life off a sex tape. Yes, the fuck she did.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No,
Nobody would give
It's just the first thing that she did that got known around the world. Doesn't mean it carried her this whole 20 years. That's not true.
It carried her a long way.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
People to this day, people to this day could watch. Give you examples like if you was new to Kim Kardashian and you wouldn't give a fuck about her, and you would be like, I'm just saying like you're not a person who really know about her. And then if someone was like, Kim Kardashian got this show with this and that about her family, and motherfucker be like, so. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of reality shows out here. There's like Real World and shit out here. You know what I'm saying? Potomac, you know what I'm saying? Love and hip hop, whatever. But the minute a motherfucker be like, but she got a sex tape, where he gonna run? Where's that?
You're talking about a man though, and every woman in the world know who the fuck Kim K is.
Sorry. Even women run because see, women do that because y'all are competitive by nature. Because even when y'all see the thing with y'all, and that's the other thing that I'm talking about. The other thing with y'all is y'all don't look in depth like we do, but y'all come with judgment zones. She ain't even sucking that dick right. I don't even know why y'all like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, her pussy look dry. I don't know why y'all making a big deal out of this shit. My shit get wetter than that. Like, what you talking about, man? Like, we gonna keep this 100 or we finna go like somewhere else? Like, come on, y'all look because everybody has. You know what I'm saying? What's her name from Love and Hip Hop? That was selling the shower.
Mimi Foss.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to see that shit, but everybody was like, she hanging from a shower thing. I'm like, oh, this I gotta see. I go there and look at this shit. I'm like, this shit is mediocre. The bitch look old. You know what I'm saying? Pussy look a little dry.
You can't say that.
Ooh. Who can't say that? They forgot who I am. I'm G.O.D. I can say anything I fucking want. Can't nobody cancel me, man. Look here. This is real shit that I'm talking about. But this is the problem with it is, now I'm gonna bring this full circle while I'm talking about that. Because now we finna talk about we talking about disrespect. And this is what I'm saying. Self-respect and disrespect. So you on a pole with your boyfriend. I get it. There's some sex tape leak. Now there's different stories about this shit that didn't came out. He leaked the tape. They was bullied into it. We all kind of shit that's come out. God, that's potato. I don't give a shit about that. But my thing is this. She has a daughter. And this is what Stevie J was talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you also forget is when you have kids, those kids got to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't been in school in a while, but I think bullying hasn't quit. You know what I'm saying? Bullying is still at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Cliques and everything are still in schools. So really at the end of the day, you sending your daughter to school and you on the damn in the shower fucking and shit. You know what I'm saying? And resulting your child to that, and then that's where the disrespect comes. So to me, it's like, y'all don't check other women. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really don't.
We don't. And I don't know. I'm sitting here while you're talking saying these are some really valid points. How am I going to rebuttal this? But my only way of really combating that is my social media, my Twitter, or I might just, I won't point anybody out. I'll just give a generalization. If you're showing tits and ass, then that's what you're gonna get back. You know, you can't want a husband and you're just showing tits and ass. All I get is men in my DM that want to fuck me. Well, it's because you're showing them your tits and your ass. Stop. That's the type of stuff that I will put on my Twitter, or, you know, that's really the only page I have now to put quotes and things like that. But that's as far as I'm gonna go. I can't like be a martyr. I love Cardi B. I'm not gonna send her a DM or at her and be like, damn, Cardi, you let me down on the WAP shit. You know, I'm not gonna say that. This is her self-expression. I get it. But is she a part of the problem? I would say if I was sitting down having a conversation with her, I would absolutely be able to voice that your daughter is gonna have to deal with a level of disrespect based on what you're putting out now. She doesn't want her daughter, someone to walk up her daughter and be like, what's up with that WAP? She would have a fit. And she wouldn't like that. But that she would have to be in that mind frame and really care about that issue to take it on. Right now, everybody's just concerned about a dollar bill and what sells. And I can't be mad at her for that. If I'm being really honest with you, I'm like, that's her. That's her lane for her to do. I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to be driving down the street blasting it. But I ain't mad at another woman for doing it. But would I have the conversation about it being rooted in what the big issue is for us as women being disrespected? 100%.
I get that, you know, and I do, you know, we human, so I'm not asking nobody to be perfect. Like, don't get this twisted. Like, that ain't what I'm asking. I'm not saying like we need to be perfect, because at some point in time, your 17-year-old is not your 20-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? Your 20-year-old self is not your 30-year-old self, and your 30-year-old self is not your 40-year-old self. You know what I'm saying? Look at Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at somebody like Jay was in the streets. He ain't in the streets now. Now he a billionaire that travel across the globe. So there's always room for improvement. Yeah. But what I'm saying is it also has to be a thing as far as like self accountability. Like, you can't ask men to be respectful when we watching y'all disrespect yourself. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the root of it to me. Yeah. It's like I won't even do that to a man. If I see a man that don't have no respect, he ain't getting my respect. That's why he getting picked on. That's why he getting bullied. If you see women out here that's disrespecting themselves, like, I'm like, you can't get no respect from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit out here that I look at women that, of course, I would fuck, but that's a fun time. You understand? But I'm definitely not looking at you as like wife material. Like, men do know the difference, but the difference between that. Like, one of the things that you just said was, you was like, well, social media. I'm not like that on your social media. But realistically, could you be? And what I mean by could you be is like, you ain't built like some of these women. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to say like what you won't do if
when you don't look the part.
When you don't have the. I'm not saying like,
I know what you're saying.
But it's just like a man, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to make it equate to some of the people that's watching now. So you take a man for instance, and I hear this from women all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no dick pic. The reason you got the dick pic is because his dick to him and women that have seen it has been like, God damn, that motherfucker big. So that becomes his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, every woman I run across is like, I got a big dick. So he thinks it's cool to take a dick pic. Now, if his dick was small,
he wouldn't be taking no motherfucking dick
Thank you. You see what I'm saying? He wouldn't be taking no damn dick pic. And that's the same thing I'm saying to you. Is like, it's easy to say like, well, I'm not dressed like that. But you have to look
the part
like that to be like, would I take those type of pictures? If you could, your mind frame might be a little bit different. If your titties,
especially if you struggling and you need, you know, and you got OnlyFans. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like a part of disrespect is rooted in what they say is the root of all evil is money, struggle. You know, when you need something, you know, you gonna do something. What can I get? You know, and that's rooted in it too, in the choices that women are making, how they are selling themselves on the internet, or whatever images they're putting forth could be based in, you know, financial disparity. You know, a lot of people go down that road for that. Is there a thin line? Can someone say, hey, I only do that for work? You know, I still want to be a wife. I cook, I clean, I have good morals, but, you know, I work in an industry that is disrespectful, so to speak. Whether it's me being a call girl, having an OnlyFans, on the pole, or, you know, doing sex work, period. You know, that is all around just a lack of self-respect is what you would think a person like that has. You would assume a woman who's selling her body or working in the sex industry has a lack of self-respect. So could she come to you and make you see that there's a thin line between, or there's not a thin line between who I am for work and who I am in my real life? There's no thin line. There's a very big difference. You know, wasn't Diamond in Players Club an example of that?
No, she was a hoe both ways.
You know what? She was not a hoe. Was she? I mean, am I not remembering?
Yeah, I don't think you remember that. What you think? Well, I mean, I guess the question is really, what do you mean? Like, what you
she
think?
Was,
you think because she was in school, she was safe not to be a hoe?
No. The conversation isn't about her being promiscuous. I did not remember her being promiscuous in the movie. What I remember, the synopsis was, she wasn't a dancer. She was a student. She was well-spoken. She was smart. She made good choices. She just needed a bag. And so she went and she got that bag. And she was in an industry that she knew had no self-respect. And so does she not deserve a husband later on? Or at that same time? Does she not deserve a man to go home to because she does that for pennies?
Well, I don't think your past can dictate.
Let's not leave it in the past. Let's say that it's in your present.
No, I'm saying I don't think your past. Let me finish. I don't think your past can dictate your future. I'm not a believer of that shit. You know, things can change. What don't change is what you did. You know, and that's the only thing that I'm talking about. Like, if you was a hoe, you was a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you be a former hoe? Yeah, that's just like, it's like trying to say
a former hoe.
Yeah, it's just like saying like, because you're focused on the wrong thing. What I'm saying is like, a fighter don't stop being a fighter because he retired. He's a fighter. He's just
a girl that was promiscuous in a portion of her life does not mean she's promiscuous forever.
I didn't say that. I said she's a former hoe. What I'm saying is I'm not finna call something orange when it was an apple. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like women tend to blur the lines a lot of times and say, hey, could you separate the two? Well, what I'm saying is like, you really can't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm a felon. I'm not a felon now, but I was a felon. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if I go anywhere right now, what's gonna pop up is I'm a felon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can argue that shit all day. That was 20 years ago. That was, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they still gonna be like, yeah, I understand that. You know what I'm saying?
But it is what it is.
But we just don't hire felons at this job. Like, I get what you're saying, but it just, all I'm saying is like trying to hide that part. Is like, it's no shame in it. Like, whatever you did. Could you be a better person? Yeah. Then you have to get with the person that can accept your past and move forward with you in the future,
or even your present. Because I do want to make it clear that, like, I have a lot of friends that work in the sex industry, and a lot of times it takes me a minute. I'm in the conversation. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I know a few girls that danced. I know a few girls that did things that show a lack of self-respect. But when I was with them outside of that arena, it was about baking brownies and watching the soap oppers. And
what the fuck you know? I don't buy that shit right there you talking about.
True.
No, you can tell the way your high-pitched voice came. No. You see what I'm saying? You can tell when people start lying.
No, I'm not lying.
See what I'm saying? See, she got hired.
That's not true, though.
With no bacon. Half of these hoes can't cook.
No, wait.
Bacon brownies. For who?
For us.
For who?
For us. I'm just saying, these are your homegirls. These are people that you would call if you were in a jam. These are, even though they're working in sex, and I don't want to make the whole topic, we're about to end the topic anyway, but even though they do this for work and they are showing a lack of self-respect based on what they do for money, when that lace front come off and the lashes come off and they got on just a t-shirt and panties on, they got the hair in a ponytail, it's like, I see those girls having a guy, a high school sweetheart that has just accepted what they do, and they know that it's pretend. They know that when they go to work, it's not fun. They don't like being there. They're there to keep the lights on. Those people are exempt, but they still do something that contributes to the overall disrespect, which is why they are a part of the conversation.
I mean, I get it. You know, I don't see a sweetheart changing for that. To separate the two, because I believe that was your question, and I'm just saying, like, it's just going to be hard for someone to separate the two, because I hear that a lot of times for women, and like I said, I don't want to stay on that and just dog that topic out, but really at the end of the day, that's the reason why, if they have a boyfriend, that's the reason why the boyfriend is saying, hey man, you need to quit that shit. And then they like, well, I'm getting this guap for this wop, you know what I'm saying? and that's the problem he having. You know what I'm saying?
It's time for us to change topics, you guys. So the second topic tonight is going to be a good one. Are black men responsible?
No.
Wait. Or is the wait?
Go
Wait.
Go ahead. Black men.
Right. Are black men responsible or taking responsibility for black women emotionally? Like, are they taking care of our emotions? Are they taking care of us emotionally? Are they protecting us emotionally? That's the real question. Absolutely not. No. I think it's like the last thing on your list. I think it makes you squeamish. I think it makes you uncomfortable. I think you don't want to have the conversation. I think you have excuses. I think it's a turnoff. I think it's thinking about us emotionally is like a big negative to men. And I have a good guy. But stuff like, if I cry at the wrong thing, what are you crying for? It's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? And I might have a valid reason why I'm crying, but that's what he's asking. Instead of, oh shit, she's crying, let me hold her. Fuck why? Let me hold her first. You want to know, like, what is it? What is it that has you in this state? Because it's uncomfortable. I feel like it's uncomfortable for men to be in that state with a woman. So they're definitely not being held accountable for it. They're definitely not protecting it. And they're definitely not nurturing it. I think they're running the other fucking direction when it comes to us being emotional or having emotions or having our emotions taken care of. Thankfully for me, the one good thing about my particular partner is that he believes in mental health, good mental health. So even though he might not be feeding me emotionally the way I feel like I need to be fed 100% of the time, he still takes responsibility for saying, you need to go get help for that shit. Like, quick. You need to go sit down and talk to somebody for that shit. And he's on me about it. Hey, did you make that appointment? Did you do this? And he makes sure that I'm getting taken care of for what he lacks in. He doesn't draw the line and ignore it. He just says, I can't deal with it. You need to go talk to a professional. And I have to say that's fair. But to answer the question, absolutely not.
It was a good soliloquy. At one point in time, especially when I was growing up, I always used to hear about this book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. And at some point in time, I used to think to myself, like, well, what does that really mean? And hearing you talk just now put a stamp definitely on what I'm talking about. A man's job is to protect, not to shell you emotionally. Like when you in a household, when you look at children, the man is the disciplinarian, he's the provider, he provides the structure and stuff like that. The woman provides the nurturing, emotion and stuff like that. So it's not really a man's job, or I can't even say that a man can actually do it, because we're not wired to be in touch with emotions as far as how certain women want it to be, because this would also fall kind of, in line to the last topic of what we was talking about. And what I mean by that is, if men were emotional, if men were emotional, then really at the end of the day, I don't think no woman would want them. Like, the men that are emotional are the men y'all don't want. Y'all look at him and say he's soft. He's metrosexual. He's like, yeah, you laughing because I'm hitting on facts. Like, we want to go there, so we gonna go there. Like, I don't cut no corners, and I'm real with this. So realistically, is what is end up happening is now women are raising the men that you're talking about, that you look at and say they're soft, with those emotional values, because there's no men in the house to teach them how to be a man. But those are the men that y'all look at and be like, this motherfucker soft. I was watching this prank shit that like earlier today, and it's like about the gold diggers, where like women, like guy have like a car or some shit like that, and then he'd be like, hey man, you know what's going on? And then she was white mom, and he pulled up on her. He didn't pull up on her. The car was there. He was trying to holler at her, and she was just looking at him. And even though it was about a gold digger, and I knew he was gonna walk to his car because she was just like, but before he could get there, she was like, I can't talk to you. And he was like, what do you mean? She was like, your pants too tight. And he was like, what does my pants got? He was like, this fashion. But see, these are the type of the thing, I just was talking about this. Yeah. These are the type of things that some women think that they want. They think they want a man that's in touch with their fashion and femininity and emotion and shit like that. But
why do you equate a man taking care of a woman emotionally as feminine? Because
no. It's not. I didn't equate it to that. What I said is emotion. If you're talking about protecting y'all emotionally, most men don't know what their emotions are. You understand? Like, what I'm saying is, like, we're not wired like that to know what our emotions are. For one, even being a man, women don't experience what men experience. Like, when we go play little league football and we get hit, and then we down on the ground and we crying, what does the coach say?
Get your ass up.
That's right. What does your dad say?
Get your ass up.
Stop crying.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's like women asking for one thing that we're being raised not to do, and then as you get older, it's like anything else. You adapt to being emotionless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but what I'm saying is you can't give. It's just like love to me. You can't love somebody if you don't love yourself. Well, you can't also nurture emotion when you can't nurture emotion. So I'm glad you did bring up mental health, but realistically, I don't even really feel like we're wired like that. Like, I don't think we're wired to the point where there are certain women who's like, like, give me an example of like protecting your emotion. Like what?
Protecting me emotionally? Well, for starters, I'm going to go back where I always go. It's proven that when there's stress, when your feelings are hurt, when you're feeling anxious. Okay. So there are things that men do that they could be aware of affects our mental health or our health in general. Fuck mental health. As a diabetic, when you're stressed, your sugar goes up. What causes stress? If you're arguing with your partner, if your partner hasn't called you in hours, hasn't come home, it's little things y'all call just being a man that cause stress at home. It's an old wife say, oh, he caused her gray hair. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Not only did you cause gray hair, you caused her sugar to rise, which does damage to her kidneys and her liver. Those are the type of the shit that I'm on. You have to really create a happy environment for your spouse's emotional health. That's something that you can do. That doesn't mean you're soft. That means you're aware of you being an asshole to her or being disrespectful to her or not nurturing her, hugging her, and kissing her is actually doing biological damage to her body. How more clear do we need to be? That doesn't require you to be soft. That requires you to take responsibility for what you're doing. You know what slapping a bitch does because you see her cry and hold her face and her face is red, so you see the physical damage. But you don't see what's happening actually on the inside of her body. And I'm making you aware that you're doing that. And so, no, it don't require you to be soft to be aware of what your shortcomings or what you call being a man is causing her at home. And just don't do it. Be peaceful. Be discreet. Whatever you have to do to create peace for your partner, You have to, based on the fact that a lot of people say, oh man, shit, I don't love the bitch, but I don't want her to die. Well, then you need to be nice. Point blank, period. Be kind. I know that's very basic. When people say be kind or that's a metaphor, no, that shit goes a long way. When you're telling somebody to be kind, be aware. You're being kind because your interaction with this person could cause them real fucking bodily harm and you didn't even touch them. That's a big fucking deal. That's huge. And if you know that Mike Tyson can't go out and just have a fight. He has licensed hands. He's aware of the damage that he could do, so he doesn't do it.
And you kick I want you to keep that same energy because I tell y'all all, whoever been watching this show for a long time, she always give a rope to hang herself. And you said the key thing, but I want you to keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready, fellas? Because I know y'all didn't think I was gonna let her get away with this bullshit that she was saying. She made that shit sound like it was good, but I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a little something. Stay with me now. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're going to rebuttal what Miss Lassiter was talking about. First of all, I agree with what you were saying because you're entitled to feel any type of way that you feel. I never neglect anybody from their total feelings. Now, with that being said, the very first thing is where you're wrong about and dead wrong is talking about what someone knows. And that's the key part. The first thing is what someone knows. You cannot say that a man knows those things that you're talking about because they're not raised for that. They're not raised to be husbands. They're not raised for relationships. We're not raised to do any of those things. We're not raised to even take care of anybody emotionally. Can we agree with that? Okay. Silence is always cricket ass quiet, always silence. So she already knows she's in trouble. But men are not raised with that. Now, I give women props for having Barbie and Ken and stuff like that when they was growing up. But men are not raised for that. So the lack of knowledge, that makes people do better. So when when
they know better, they do better.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but the lack of knowledge can't have someone doing something they don't know what to do. So what I'm saying is no. The lack of knowledge a lot of times have people just operating. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's all they doing. They're just operating. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So they just operate. Now, where we going to shift ties at is this bullshit that you're talking about as far as like, well, men do this and, you know what I'm saying, they make women feel damaged and all this other type of shit. Crocker or horse shit. Because if you know all this shit so well, so much, then you wouldn't inflict the amount of pain and damage that men are done. Because that nagging that you fucking do, well, you know, it gives us heart attacks. You want to do something, you want to zip that shit up because you want to talk about what the shit do to individuals. Because I know one thing that I know for a fact, since we want to talk about what people know, if you were so in touch with your emotional side and stuff like that, then stop giving men heart attacks and stroke and putting them in early graves and shit like this. And y'all know that shit. Y'all take insurance out on our ass early because you know we ain't finna make it until the fucking end of time because all this nagging and shit that y'all be doing. And y'all know this shit already. You know what I'm saying? The man just come home. I just want to hear some peace. I just got to have some peace and that. But all this shit that you know, that you saying emotionally, it does this to us. It sets off things in our bodies. And, you know, it sets off stress. And you're destroying us from the inside out. Well, guess what the fuck y'all do to us? Y'all destroy us, watch us get destroyed, and sit and like the hammer on the nail. Nail away. Y'all start turning into John Henry and shit. You know what I'm saying? Swinging the hammer harder. Y'all start turning into Thor and shit like that. Thunder God and love and all this other shit. And y'all know better than any of this shit. Because y'all are the experts on emotion. So just to know that you can put us in the grave, then emotionally and nurturing.
But the topic is our men protecting the woman.
I'm rebuttaling you. Because my answer that I gave you, I already told you my answer. My answer is men are not built for emotion. We are protectors. But I'm addressing the fact of what you're saying because I said now, if a man is just operating, like you gave the example, so I'm even going to take your example. Mike Tyson cannot fight an individual on the streets. Correct. But he knows that his hands are licensed. So that is the reason. But you cannot blame a man saying
that doesn't know.
Man saying that.
Well, why don't you know? Why Why don't you know that you're doing wrong? Like, I don't get that. Like, it's 22. Like, how come you don't know? I think that's a cop-out. That's why I said in the beginning. I think you don't want to know. I think that having the conversation is just fucking uncomfortable. How do you not know that what you're doing as being a man, or just like you call it, a man is just out there operating. He's just being himself. How do you not know that your operating is causing the person that's just... What is the Fences? Perfect example. Fences, the movie with Denzel and Viola Davis. That's a great example of just a woman being beaten the fuck down. Beaten the fuck down, and then at the end, she almost fucking 50, 60? Here's another kid to fucking raise for another 18 years. He's out there fucking operating, right? He did a fucking lot of damage to her. Fuck what we saw. Just the surface tears. That shit. We have no idea if she were a real woman what damage all that shit did to her organs.
Gotcha. From a nigga that can't read. And this is the example that I'm talking about.
What's wrong with him?
No, I'm keeping it on fact. Like we're not gonna take away from the fact that the nigga couldn't read. The exact same damage that you're talking about that he inflicted. Like I don't tell cliff notes. I tell whole stories about a nigga that can't read. And you know what? His couldn't read ass got him. He also got his brother locked up because his ass couldn't read. You understand what I'm saying? And that's because lack of knowledge. Again, exactly what I was talking about. So with her, because I do believe that in relationship, there is a yin and a yang. You understand what I'm saying? So to get in touch with some of those things, you do have to go see. A therapist. Yeah. But also, I'll go again from another level. It's like the same way that a lot of y'all women can't have white weddings because your mama didn't say, "Hey, keep your legs closed." You know, they didn't take the flour and then crush the flour up. And then let it go and be like, now if you let a man touch you, it never comes back to this. You know what I'm saying? But even with men, my dad was a piece of shit dad, a piece of shit husband, all the way across the board. You understand? And there's a lot of us, and I'm not making excuses, there's a lot of us that's probably from my generation that I learned how to at least try to be a better dad because he was a shitty dad. And I was like, I don't want to be like your ass. You know what I'm saying? I want to spend time with my kids. I want to be a better, because I knew how the shit felt. You understand what I'm saying? And him trying to paint the narrative to say, well, that's just who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had an argument one time about that shit. And he was just like, well, that's who I am. I was like, I'm you, motherfucker. Like, what are you talking about? Well, I was out chasing pussy. So do I. I chased pussy and found time to take care of my kids at the same time. So you can't tell me that it can't be done. It can be done. You understand what I'm saying? You can't paint some shit. He's just bullshitting because he just didn't want to. And that's what it boiled down to. Some will and some won't. If you with an individual that want to, he will. Just like you said, you with your spouse. And if y'all are going to counseling, who idea was that?
His.
Okay, there you go. Then that's his idea. You get what I'm saying? You got to make sure that if you want that type of emotional support that you're talking about, women also have to do a better job at picking mates. Because I get tired of this narrative like it's not good men out here. Day in and day out, I hear this fucking, like, women believe this color purple bullshit. Like men was keeping us down and keeping us oppressed. Some of us
have that story.
Listen, no black man has ever, at no point in time have ever oppressed no black women. You're not gonna sell that shit to me and this and that. In order to, and no
I was
black,
oppressed. I've been oppressed.
You oppressed because your ass wasn't smart enough to leave. No black man, just like slavery. So slavery. Listen to what I'm saying. That's oppression. That's something they control. That they did. No black man, we don't control the institutes. We don't control how y'all dress. We don't control anything about what y'all, everything that y'all did, we went, now keep in mind, slavery ain't that far fucking removed. So I'm trying to figure out at what point in time did we ever control shit for black women for them to do? We never did. Never, not at one point in time. We had the civil rights movement where we was moving all of the black people, and black women abandoned that shit because y'all wanted women rights. That's what y'all got, and this is what you get for freedom. Now that you got your freedom, you need to choose better on how you move in your life forward. Just like us. there has been times, because now, I mean, let's be real. Like, it's 22, right?
Yeah.
Well, shit, black women don't need men. If we just being if we keeping it 1,000, they don't need men. People want companionship, but you don't need men. Y'all can buy your own houses. Y'all can buy your own cars. You can make your own money. You can get your own job. You can make your own entrepreneurship. You don't need a man. And can't no man oppress you. So if y'all in relationships or dealing with somebody that's treating you with disrespect, I can't feel sorry for your ass, because you have all the tools,
all the resources
to do what you want.
That's easy to say, though. That is just easy to say. If we're going to relate it to emotional and mental health, then we certainly can be oppressed. You can be an oppressor and not even know that's what you're doing if you're ignorant. I get the bigger picture. I know that you're talking about oppression in the biggest entity that what it I'm means. Saying is, but you can emotionally and physically abuse someone. Period.
That's right. But that's someone that knows what they're doing. And because your gullible ass don't know what the hell is going on, that's your fault. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if somebody finessed me out of money, and I consider myself like a very smart individual, somebody finessed me out of money, I'm not sitting there saying like, oh, these goddamn niggas, like these motherfuckers out here. No, I got finessed because it's my dumb ass fault. I should know better. You understand what I'm saying? Like green means go, red means stop, yellow means yield. But dumb and gullible, this is sometimes what I feel people start to use is they crutch. Is like, because you gullible, that you should just be taken advantage of just because. Like, I'm some weak thimble female, and I'm not going for that type of shit. All the shit that y'all fought for and shit like that, at this point in time, either from, just like you said, there's something that made you say, my dad is an asshole to date. That means you saw something that solidified in your mind that made him not dateable. So if you saw that, most people who have separate households, or they parents split or some shit like that, they've seen either they dad be a bad dad or a bad husband, or they mom be a bad wife.
Bad wife or bad.
You know what I'm saying? And I know what I'm looking for. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I know now that I don't want if my mom was a bad wife, I'm like, okay, I don't want nobody like my mom. And I avoid that shit at all costs. But for some reason with women, y'all watch asshole shit go on and then run, and then y'all run toward the light. Yeah. It's like the shit that y'all see on scary movies where y'all like, damn, the motherfucker ran into the shit. That's how we looking at y'all ass. Like, we like, God damn, the motherfucker showed you every sign in the world that he's an asshole and that he's no good for you, but y'all run towards the dick. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like something that y'all start.
That's because we're battered. And I will say that. I've been the girl that picked absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. You know, I've been that girl. But just like you said earlier in the show, your 20 self is different from your 30-year self. Unfortunately, you can make big decisions or have some real shit happen to you in them 10 years that affect you for the rest of your fucking life. So I get it.
I 100% agree. But I'm saying before you made that decision to be with this person that battered you, because I'm a firm believer of when I hear stories of women who were with individuals that took advantage of, and I'm not talking about like took them for pussy or no shit like that. I'm talking about really mentally went there and took them there and just took them completely out. I look at them and part of me like, damn, you know, that sucks that happened for you. But you know what I also think about? Who in the fuck in your family let you down that bad for you not to be able to choose the right type of man? Whether that is take that man to your dad so he can be evaluated and looked over this and that. Or even with that being said, let your mom vet him if your dad is even there. The problem be a lot of times with women, which that's why I don't feel sorry for them, is they covet that side of their life. They covet that shit. The man be right goddamn there. Had he met her mama? Nope. If he did meet the mama, it was an intro. Like a drive-by.
But if he's really good, he knows your entire family. Like my abuser was just that good. He didn't stay hidden. He came to my house. He slept at my mom's house. He recommended different vehicles for my mom. He was an intricate. He did some really fucked up shit, but he was good at what he did to where he was present, and people saw he presented what he wanted people to see: the cars, the money.
So did your mom ever say she had a feeling about him?
No,
she never did. Bad parenting. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Bad parenting. You know, because I'm.
But can't I just be the typical battered woman syndrome where you just hide that side? Why is it there? I mean, I'm sure this is something that a counselor should answer, but why is it their responsibility that they didn't see that I was getting beat up?
Because the person who raised you a lot of times also, it's just like, okay, like for those who don't really know, like I'm into financial literacy. And the thing with that is, my dad don't believe in that shit. He believe that you need to work to get to millions, and that's not true. Like, you invest your way to that. But his lack of knowledge had me believing that same shit. But I became an entrepreneur, and he wants to work for people. Now there's a disconnect there somewhere, but guess what? It's really not, because his dad was an entrepreneur. Some people just like to fucking do what they want to do and work.
Go their own way.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times with children, they disregard what they parents is trying to teach them, which that can happen to anybody. I do understand that. You see what I'm saying? But they still should have a level of, like, people think I'm crazy, but they still should have a level of circle of trust that they have with someone, with either their mama or their dad, their siblings, or somebody. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't have that, then that family is crap. Like, they letting you down, because there still should have been someone that you could go to. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Like, sometimes even twins know their own secrets. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't have the type of relationship with your mom or your dad, and they have that, they instilling that, and sometimes it start when they're young. If they don't really start instilling that in you when they're young, because a lot of us, the parenting don't come with no handbook. It really don't. So they don't instill that in you when you're young. Like, you can come to me about anything. And I'm not saying they got to be your best friend and them shit like that. And for women, it might be different. But I can tell you this. Like, my aunts and everybody in my family, they used to hit me with weird questions and shit like that. They'd be like, your dad ever touched you before? I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But that's just them being aunts, because you never know. Nothing is wrong with what they were saying, because now that I think about that shit as an adult, I'm like, they was asking the right questions. Because it forced me to be like, no, he ain't touched me. Or let's say if he was, it would have forced me to get quiet if I wasn't vocal, and they could be like, okay, when I asked him that, he didn't answer that straight up, and then that'll make them investigate and dig deeper and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying to you, like, you had this boyfriend that's painting this whole narrative, and some people are good at what they do. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that everything is 100% like foolproof. Nothing is foolproof. You understand what I'm saying? He might have just been that good at what he was doing, but still in all, is a mother or a dad or this and that. I can just say, for my parents, at least for my mom always asked me, how are y'all doing? Are you good? Are you happy with who you with? You see what I'm saying? And I can express, no, she getting on my fucking nerves. She dropped another plate. This shit is like getting on my goddamn, she burnt up the oven or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or I could be like, we had a threesome and that shit was fun. You know what I'm saying? Or
so you can pretty much tell her anything.
Yeah.
I envy that. I mean, I can't say that. I mean, looking back, I think there are certain things that I definitely, when you ask me like, why wasn't there someone that you spoke to? But I don't know. Most of the stuff he did to me, I feel like it was sexual abuse. How do you tell your mom that? How do you tell her you're sexually abused? How do you, I mean...
Well, I ain't gonna say easy.
Or he would do shit like hit me with a pot on my butt, but hit me hard with a pot that would make my skin really thick so I couldn't sit down. But you can't, like, I'm an adult. I'm in my, late 20s? And I can't sit down at work. Who do you tell that you got spanked
let me ask you a
with a pot?
So let me ask you a question, though. If you had a daughter, would you give her that same advice? Say, be mute?
No.
Okay. So So if you had a daughter that said that she left home when she was 17, and how old were you?
When I was in a relationship with him, I was well over 21. Okay. I think I did him 21 to 29.
Okay. So let's just say 25. If your daughter came to you at 25 and was like, Mom, I'm homeless. Like I got fired. I lost my car. I'm homeless. What you gonna do?
I tell her to bring her ass home.
That's cool. So you understand where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Like really at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like we all know the saying, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. Yeah. Like really at the end of the day, I'm not saying you have to be prepared to have those uncomfortable conversations.
But these are the conversations, the very conversations that make men uncomfortable. Now I'm recording a show. I'm in a studio with 2 men. I'm the only woman here. So is it awkward? Just because I said in the beginning, my introduction to this topic was, I think men run away from stuff like this.
It ain't awkward for me. You know what I'm saying?
Is it awkward for you to hear? Does it awkward to hear a woman talk about how she got abused in any way?
Yeah. I just think that I think that's the thing.
Maybe it's just a me thing.
No, I think that's
I'm just saying I'm one of those emotionless men.
Yeah, I think
so. Nothing really bothers you, shakes you like that.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, like, it's just as black people, we've had a lot thrown on our plate. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, someone saying sexually abused, like, you understand? That's like saying you sexually abused and George Floyd had a knee on his neck. You understand what I'm saying? Like, uncomfortable is uncomfortable, like, no matter what the hell it is. But it's also about having that conversation. When those conversations come up a lot of times, that is your ego or you saying to yourself, like,
I want someone to know you.
Thank you. Like, damn, what's somebody gonna think about me? That's you that's thinking that. Absolutely. Like, I don't know nobody who don't want to. If they need help, people prefer help than not be helped. Mm-hmm. That I do know. They might not ask for help, but they want to be helped. The people who out there that's homeless right now hold up signs. Hey, anything to do, I'm homeless. Help. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's not as disrespect. I'm just saying, like, who the fuck don't want help? Like, if you being hurt, you want help. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. And you as a woman, that should be instilled in you. Mm-hmm. Is a queen, is a princess, is a female. You need help.
Yeah.
So we gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I do have a tap in because we running over the time and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to this tap in real quick. And the tap in is all right. What was it? Oh, the tap in was this. The guy wants to know, he was dealing with a woman. He's dealing with a woman that is dealing with somebody in jail. He had like 15 years or something like that. And I don't believe that he was told that he was still dealing with her. And that he wanted to know, like, if I'm helping this woman that's in jail and she just leaves me once he get out, like, what do I do? What do I do? And he also wants to know, like, why do women do that? Give themselves to someone who is, you know, selling them false promises and doing those type of things. And that's an interesting thing. And I don't really think that's a black and white type of scenario, because the only thing I could really say from that standpoint is she could be loyal to the guy that went to jail. She for what it sounds like, is she knew him and was dating him before she started dating you. But she's putting money on his books and she's doing these type of things for him. And then he get out. Well, her loyalty has always been with him. Mm-hmm. She just wasn't honest about being with him.
Right.
That's the problem. The problem was definitely that. So she just wasn't forthcoming about, you know, when he get out, you know, I really belong to him. Like, you fun for right now, and I appreciate those type of things.
But when my baby daddy come home,
and I'm gonna tell you, like I just told Miss Lassiter, you didn't vet her enough. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but a lot of y'all need to start getting to the point where y'all vet who y'all date. To me, and I would, and this is just for men, because this is a man who wrote this in. Expect the unexpected. Expect they always dating somebody else. Like, I get tired of hearing women I hear say this a lot too, but I also get tired of men saying shit like this to me too, because I'm just like, when you meet an individual, 9 times out of 10, they fucking with somebody. Either they just broke up with them, they just jumped off a dick, they just did something. You know what I'm saying? For you to believe that she met you, even if she say she's single, if she met you, there's still someone right there. It's someone that cut off, or there's someone that's checking in up on her.
I agree.
That just won't let her go.
I agree. I feel like when I first had heard this tap in, I felt like he really felt like, damn, she chose that over this. I think that's what he was really trying to, where his confusion was coming from. Like, how can you pick that situation over this situation? I've shown you stability. I've made sure I've shown up. I'm here in the flesh. He's not. So I think that's where he was really trying to appeal to, is like, why would a woman choose that situation over this one?
But he also,
and it still refers back to what we've talked about this whole time.
But he's also saying this though. Even though she was doing that, also you keep in mind what he's saying is he got out and then she went to him. But he but he like, those are false narratives. Like, he's selling her on
a dream.
Yeah.
I get that. I did get that part of it, even though I didn't mention it. But when I read the tap in, that's really the energy I took away from it, is why would a woman want to choose that? Something she's not even sure of, something that she has history of, even where he is right now, the fact that he did time. Why is she putting herself back in that situation? This speaks to the actual topic that we had tonight about our emotional and mental health, and also self-respect. It just goes back to what she thinks that she deserves. So it's bigger than him. I'd like to say that to him. It's not about you. It's about her. You know, you're a great candidate. He deserves better. You are right. Vetting more. It would have been a shame had you asked her to marry you, or y'all got into a bigger commitment, got her pregnant. So thankfully for you, he did get out and she showed her true colors, because he sounds like he's good husband material. Sounds like he's husband material. So he needs someone who is going to make the best choices for her life. And she obviously doesn't feel like he was the best choice for her life right now. And now you can't make anybody see that. You just have to move on.
And keep in mind, like I told y'all, they don't give a shit about y'all emotions or y'all emotionally supporting them or this and that. They want that dick and bad boy image all day, every day.
We like that BDE.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like, this is like, hey, let me, you know, and I hate to say this, but I'm going to tell, this is for the men. You know, you want to keep a woman, treat them like shit. Like, that's the best thing that you could basically. I'm not saying. I know you're not saying. I'm not saying that's a good thing to do. But what I'm saying is, like, watch how they treat you, because for some reason it's like a different effect or some shit like that. You treat them nice, they start getting on they in a comfort zone, and they be like, you know what? I don't like, you know, and they just look at you one day and be like, I don't like the way his dreads are rolled. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just start saying shit that don't even make sense.
Get on my nerves.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But start treating them like shit, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna be like, I'll go get you some cupcakes, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, they start dressing you and shit, taking you shopping and shit. Here, you want to take my car? It's like, you be like, God damn, just got to treat you like shit to get something out of you. And it's a backwards way of thinking. Mm-hmm. But all of us need, like, some self-help. So,
yeah, all of us
you know what I'm
do.
saying? But you dodged the bullet. I'm sorry that happened to you. But like I said, I start with, you got to vet better. You know, like, dating now, you just have to assume that someone is already dating somebody else. Like, it's just the reality of it.
All right, guys, that's it. We're at the end of the hour. My name is Kana Lassiter, and you can find me on Twitter and on IG at Kana Lassiter.
And you can find your boy on both platforms. That's Twitter and IG 51 Spade. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the live on TikTok. Hey, we want to thank y'all for supporting us. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel. You know, you will see the replays on Friday nights. And if anything changes, just subscribe to that channel so you can see the update, to always be aware of when we have new material coming out. That way you don't miss out. I want to support the channel too. You know what I'm saying? Support and donate. Make sure you donate to $AlphaMaleGOD. Hey, y'all looking for these shirts right here? You can find those at Alpha Male God Creations under the IG, and we are on Spotify. iTunes, Apple Music, you want to just listen to us without seeing these beautiful faces, then you can turn into there now. And I'm going to sign us out like I always do. And I want to thank y'all